It was Halloween on the island of Sodor. Some engines were doing their normal jobs, like pulling the express. And other engines were doing Halloween-related things like trick-or-treating. Donald wanted to get some candy, but of course he couldn't because he was a train. No one was at the house. Where's the station master when you need him? Guess I'll try a different house then. Everyone was having a real good time. Thomas was carrying a freight train full of pumpkins to Farmer Cole's farm. But then Thomas heard an explosion. Heard an explosion. Thomas quickly ran past the signal, but the gate was closed, so vehicles could pass. But the gate was still closed. Thomas was too distracted and he bust through the gate. Some buffers were up ahead. Thomas didn't notice. He was too distracted, but then he looked, and then he hit the buffers. Pumpkin spilled out of the trucks. Now how was Farmer Cole gonna have pumpkin pie? Wonder Thomas. Percy coupled up to the freight train. And then he puffed away with the freight train. Doc puffed into the sheds, disappointed. Oh, hi, Doc. What are you doing tonight? What are you doing right now? See, have you heard of Charlie, the one that saved you from the coal pile? Yes. And he's shunting more trains than James? Hey, I heard that. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yes? Well, can I tell you a story about what happened? Yes, you can. Well, Charlie had to pull the mail train. And Charlie had to pull the mail train in one Friday, October 30th. But the mail cars couldn't fit. Couldn't fit around the corners, so he stuck with Annie and Clarabelle. Thankfully, they could fit. Thankfully, the mail could fit. Charlie was having a grand time, but the tracks were set the wrong way, and he got diverted. Just where E2 was waiting for a signal to turn green. Surely enough, the signal turned green. And E2 puffed away, but he forgot his soda fuel tankers. Charlie didn't know that the tankers were explosive. But he couldn't stop in time, and he crashed in the soda fuel tankers, which made an explosion. When I ran over to see the damage, I saw something terrifying. Charlie was off the rails. There was a big hole in the tracks, and the soda fuel tankers were completely derailed. The last of Charlie was very, very damaged. I raced over to stop him, had to tell him the news. And I saw Charlie getting repaired in the works. But he didn't have enough parts to get fixed. But then he got infected with the virus. Yeah, and that's when I realized this island will never be the same again. This thing will pause. So that's the whole story. Oh, well, if E2 didn't leave the soda fuel tankers ahead, then he wouldn't have been into this mess. Get out of more wine! No, it can't be. It's Charlie! I'm gonna see how he's doing. I'm gonna see how he's doing. No, wait, Thomas, you'll get him fit. Ted, I hope Thomas survives. A few minutes later, Percy was taking on water when a different Charlie zoomed past him. A different Charlie. What? What? Who was that engine? I couldn't tell because he was zooming so fast. He had black paint. I think blue stripes. And he had no face. That I think that engine's name is Charlie. I can't remember his name. Percy stopped to think. Percy was thinking, even though he was full of water. Charlie went around scaring engines again and again. He even scared the Thomas off the rails. King was traveling along the track where Charlie crashed into the sort of fuel tankers. Suddenly, past Alex was up ahead. Past no wait, actually Donald. Donald was up ahead. King couldn't in time. King shut his eyes. The tracks were cleared, but King still had his eyes shut. King was puffing too fast. King puffed around the corner. A little too fast. A little too fast for his own good. Now go watch part 2.